Cash.
Ladies and gentlemen, group chat.
Cash.
It's $1 trillion. Hot.
Ladies and gentlemen, happy Friday. We made it. The week's over.
Thank God. TGIF.
TGI,
What was your
mother
favorite,
effing F.
TGIF show. Was TGIF in your era, or like you guys didn't watch it?
TGI Fridays.
You guys,
Yeah.
as in people from
The
Ohio?
restaurant.
No,
Or
the-
the age group.
We went to the restaurant a lot.
No, I'm talking about your
We had
age group.
Fridays where I'm from, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm saying the you know, on Fridays on ABC there was Family Matters, Full House, maybe like Hogan's Heroes. I forgot what other shows.
What was the one
Those
with
are all
the
trash,
two
but-
step
Hogan-
families? It was like the
Yeah,
mom and dad, different kids from different marriages.
yeah. It
What
was
was that
another.
called?
Yeah.
Yeah, real impactful TGI Fridays was, huh?
No, it was huge. It was a big
Well,
TV.
listen, the only one I remember is Full House. I watched it when I was little.
You don't remember Family Matters?
No.
Wow.
Wow.
Shots fired.
I mean, like, I know what it is, but it wasn't, I didn't watch it in my house. I think it was...
were you
Were you
is that
racist?
racist?
Because you didn't like the black
You
family
want the
in
white
Chicago?
family, but not the black
Yeah.
family
This is
story?
ridiculous. I think that show was over by the time I was born. You old bastards with your old birthdays. Okay, listen, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I said TGI mother effing F because we're reaching a real problem here on group chat. Mm-hmm. And that is that our parents not only listen to the show, but they listen to every episode.
Yeah.
Like they really listen.
Yeah.
And I'm not kidding. My dad texted me on Wednesday and simply said, "Tell D I heard that." That's all he said. I don't know what he meant. I just sent back a laughing emoji.
You know what he meant.
It was one of the F's.
Yeah. There's a lot of F's coming out.
Gosh.
I'm
and then
passionate. I'm being held down for my passion.
Cursing is your passion?
No, when I get excited, things just fly out of my mouth.
Yeah. But I just think we connect. I mean, I think everyone's cursing. Like, you curse and you connect with your audience a little more.
That's what I used to think.
And you sound honest.
I'm
Yeah, you
honest.
it sounds authentic.
I think there's like studies that if you curse, you're more believable. You're more fucking believable.
That's a text message.
Damn it. Sorry, Dad. Okay, and what happened? Your dad's not too happy?
Yeah, I guess my brother was talking. I just found this out right now.
So I talked to my parents this morning, just, catch up.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah.
And my dad brings up the podcast.
Oh, boy.
And he goes, tell your brother I have no problems with the content, but the way he says it is off-putting, and I think it's going to turn off a lot of listeners. He doesn't need to say the F word as much as he is.
You know what, Dad?
Okay.
You should get your own podcast, and you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Oh, no. You just cursed at your dad. You technically just cursed at Mr. Murthy. Maybe we should try to do a clean episode one day.
We have done it. I'm capable of doing it, but when I get all riled up,
I don't think so. There was a day when you said, you gave a speech about how you're not cursing anymore.
remember I said that one episode, and I didn't curse. That one episode was not...
But it was so heartfelt. Anyway, the good news is this. We've also gotten some pretty, our families might be mad at us, but our listeners have been sending us some pretty nice messages.
Yeah.
I did get one, I just want to say this morning, because I was thinking back through mine, and it said, "When did you become such a liberal douchebag?"
Ooh.
So that doesn't quite count under this category that we're talking about. But Anand sent us a really nice one that he got.
Yeah, so someone DM'd me on Instagram and wished me happy birthday. It's really nice of him. And then said, thank you guys so much. You're making a 19-year-old in Nigeria much smarter than all his peers because of all the content and insight you guys are giving.
That's sick.
So we're reaching kids in Nigeria.
That's sick. And 19-year-olds.
19-year-olds.
This guy's probably just walking around like, what do you know about WeWork?
Yeah.
Fuck you. I learned that on group chat too.
I learned how to cuss on
I learned all this shit. I can curse in English perfectly. Fuck you. You know what I mean? It's so good.
Oh, my God. Yeah, there was another amazing one from someone in Canada, and I don't know how to pronounce this, Saskatchewan.
Great.
Middle of Canada. He or she said roughly 300,000 average home price. And Jack Ma is building a $10+ million house there.
In
Been in
Saskatchewan?
construction for over 3 Yeah.
In Saskatchewan?
Yeah.
But where's it near? What's the closest metropolitan
Canada.
That sounds like
it's in
fake
Canada. Is it near Vancouver?
I don't know. It's in Saskatchewan.
Google Saskatchewan.
Wait, so what's the take here?
I mean, it's kind of weird.
He
Why
said
is
it
he?
seems shady.
You think this is the getaway home?
Yeah.
He probably has 17 of them.
But why a $10 million house?
He wants to go play guitar in
it's
Saskatchewan.
probably so cold there all the time.
In Saskatchewan?
Yeah.
Maybe you can ski.
Sasquatches are cold.
I don't know. It also, I mean, I just want to say, shout out to our Kathys and everyone giving us info, but like, that's also not verified at all. I mean, there could just be a mansion and the rumor is...
It's Jack Ma's.
Like, I grew up 2 doors down from there was this gate. There was all these normal houses, probably, I don't know, $80,000 houses. Then there was a gate and it led to this one house that was like $200,000. And the rumor my whole childhood was that it was David Copperfield's manager's house.
Wow.
Now, I have no idea why David Copperfield's manager would live in Akron, Ohio.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure to this day that that was his house.
But that's just the rumor.
But that's the
But you
rumor.
guys talked about it for years.
Talked about it everywhere. And like, wow, the people that must come and go from there. And nobody was coming and going.
The weird sex parties.
So I'm just saying, there could be a new mansion in Saskatchewan, and they're like, oh, I heard that's Jack Ma's house. And then bam, whole town, Jack Ma's house.
And it's just some random Chinese guy.
There are a lot of Chinese people in Canada.
Yeah.
That is verified.
The next DM is from a lady that actually did her first Amazon return at Kohl's.
Oh, wow.
She had to go down there, so she goes and she made the return and then was given a 25% off entire purchase coupon, which is great. And then she said, needless to say, I walked out of Kohl's having purchased a new pair of shoes.
Oh, so you returned your item and they gave her a discount for anything at Kohl's.
And then she
So
went and bought.
this is exactly what
That's
drama didn't think would
bullshit.
happen.
That's bullshit. I did not think it would happen. I think it's cheating. This is all I'm saying. I'll say it again. I think if you said we have Popeye's chicken sandwiches and White Claws in the middle of Kohl's for free, and if you come grab one for free, we'll give you a 25% off gift card, people would buy shit.
Okay,
sure.
so
but you
it's
didn't
working.
fix your store.
So, you know what's funny is Suraj went to, in New York, he was like, I'm going to go to the Nordstrom one. So he went and he returned something, I forgot from what store. He was telling me, he's like, yeah, I'm going to go return. And they gave him store credit.
In Nordstrom.
At Nordstrom.
So
Andy got his money back?
No. Store credit. He returned some other brand
That's
and they gave him store
garbage.
credit.
That's a
yeah,
trick.
that means you're forced to buy Nordstrom, so
Yeah.
you're lifting their revenue.
Yeah.
That's a false
This is all
That's
trickery.
accounting trickery to increase revenue.
This is all that.
I love
Yeah.
trickery.
Gosh.
Trickery, dickery, doc.
You should start a website called that.
It's all the tricks.
Maybe another podcast.
Yeah.
You know,
It's a whole podcast of tricks.
on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Trickery Dickory Thursdays.
So it's detour.
Yeah. And
Dickery.
Dickery,
Dickery.
Trickery Dickory Tuesdays. Okay. We got to get into some news. We're in no man's land.
Okay.
All right. First things first. We did an episode on Wednesday with a couple of entrepreneurs who know the power of having a celebrity endorsement. Mm-hmm. That's the guys from Ladder and their partnership with LeBron James. Another entire family that understands the power of celebrity to sell products are the Kardashians. And Kim Kardashian, apparently, she released her new Spanx type line, which was originally called Kimono and got so much backlash she had to change it to Skims. Apparently, she released it and sold $2 million worth of product within the first few minutes.
Yeah.
Instantly gone, $2 million gone.
Wow.
Wow. So, wow.
So I was trying to think when I read this article, recently, I was like, okay, how does Kim Kardashian become a billionaire? Because I don't think it's going to be in cosmetics because now that's Kylie's lane, right?
Yeah, stay out of Kylie's lane.
Yeah, stay out of your lane.
And cosmetics just seems too crowded at this point.
I think she's going to do hundreds of millions of dollars, but I don't think she's
Yeah.
going to reach what Kylie was perfect timing, perfect storm.
Queen Kylie.
And I mean, everyone talks about the Spanx story, Spanx founder, and how big that business has become. She's obviously a billionaire.
Yeah.
And Kim found her business. Yeah. I think this category is it obviously is a massive category. There's no perfect person for this category because she is like a more shapely woman. Yeah. And this is like a slam dunk monster business. She's the perfect face for it. And with all the controversy to launch it with the name, it probably had so many eyeballs on it already.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, shapewear makes sense. Like, they were on the article. They said Spanx took all year their first year to do 4 million. She did it in a few minutes.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
what sounds like the brilliance of it is, I don't think she invested in inventory, because I think she put a post out saying like, we're doing our best to like get ahead of it. So now she's going into production.
4 to 6 weeks.
No, I don't know. I just made up.
No. She definitely put like
we're doing our best.
Yeah.
We're doing our best means you'll have it by like Thanksgiving.
Yeah. So no working capital at risk.
Yeah. It's just not even fair. I don't even know really what to say here. I mean, it's just not, this is crazy. I just wonder if you can, like, the thing that has blown my mind about Kylie is she's been able to consistently sell insane amounts of product.
Yeah.
And there has been influencers and stuff like that have launched product, had a lot of early success, but there's no brand to it. So what do you do? So I guess that could happen, but it sounds like that family is just so freaking powerful. There's nothing you can do.
And they're finding categories that are just perfect for them. Like they did the cosmetics thing, they did this, they did that, and now shapewear, boom, she hit it. This is it.
Yeah.
This is going to the moon.
Poor Rob. You know who can't win in that family? Dudes. One became a chick. The other one, the Lord, has like a brand called Talentless that, I haven't heard any like real traction from.
I think it's doing well though, from what I hear.
But you don't hear 2 million in 5 minutes.
No one's doing that.
Not
Poor
that
Rob, he tried socks.
Yeah.
They got to figure out dudes over there in the Kardashian clan. Because I like those guys. They're all nice guys. Where's their product market fit?
I think they're going to two obvious places.
What's the perfect product for Rob Kardashian? Name it now.
Weight loss.
Sheesh.
At Scott Disick Rehab Centers.
Oh, man. Was that a roast?
You want product market fit?
Come on down to Disick's.
Yeah.
Life screwed up?
It's like a cool guy rehab center?
No, it's just like who should be a guy that...
Yeah, it could be a cool rehab center, like Richie Akiva, like host the vibe,
They have like a nice guy in there.
Yeah, there's a nice guy, but all
just
sober, non-alcoholic.
Hibiscus tea.
Yeah, lots of teas. Okay. Anyway.
A lot of hookah.
Well, another win.
Yeah.
So good for them.
Okay.
I just wonder, here, let me ask you a question. If you could go back now in time, should Spanx have paid Kim Kardashian $20 million to do a collection with them? Like, what is the solution for brands? Because that's $2 million less of business from Spanx is how they should be thinking of it.
Yeah, and I think most brands, like the category, like Spanx, it's obviously a big category, but it's kind of a sleepy category. It's not like it's heavily marketed. Like, it's not cleverly marketed. It's just a big-ass business. She solved the problem. And now whoever she partnered with or whoever's working on this is going to be like, oh my God, we're the next Spanx. Like, we may be bigger.
I really wonder what their economic deals with the manufacturer are.
But what do you think, though?
Do you think they just rev share on royalties, or do they own the...
They own. These are owners. These are owners.
The Kardashians?
They're not doing rev share with nobody.
Yeah, they can't be at this point.
But the problem is the IP technically isn't worth anything.
Yes, it is. It's the name, the brand. The brand is.
But they haven't proven that they can.
But when you see Kylie on the cover of Forbes, a billionaire brand, you're never gonna let.
They've proven that they can sell the shit out of product. But they can sell at scales
I agree.
unreal.
But that's the
no
brand.
one's proven that the IP is actually sellable.
Agreed, but someone will buy that.
But no one has.
I know, but you're not going to let that happen out from under you.
I know that Kylie, whatever, is hiring bankers.
Cosmetics?
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay, but my question is, if you're, what's her name? Sarah Blakely? What's her name?
Yeah, Sarah Blakely.
Do you go back in time and do you say, shit, I should have offered Kim Kardashian
she should just buy
$20
it right
million?
now.
Yeah. Because what else do you do? Like, you're going to get disrupted because now that Kim just did it, there are currently 10 other curvy, smaller influencers planning their collections.
Yeah.
That's
That'll
happening
do like
right
50
now.
to 100,000 revenue,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And it'll work.
Like, look at cosmetics. I bet Sephora and all them wished they would have done
Deals with everybody.
Kylie's. They would have done Jeffree Star. They would have done, you know what I mean?
All that revenue has been displaced.
It's interesting. Okay, next up. This is strange to me. Old Navy is planning to open up 800 new stores?
They're going all in.
Like physical stores?
Yeah, I mean, Old Navy's owned by the Gap. Gap is crickets.
Yeah.
Banana Republic, the biggest cricket.
Oh my gosh.
And so the one property that's really doing well is Old Navy. Why? Because it's like price sensitive. They have a monster kids business, and they have 1,100 stores today, and they want to go to 2,000. So I mean, that's very, very aggressive. Where there is an opportunity is a ton of retailers have gone bankrupt, right? So there are some opportunities. Like Forever 21 is going to have to close a bunch of store after they file. Some people are saying they're going to file on Sunday. If that happens, you know, it's a similar customer.
It's weird. It just seems like you're buying up space in Blockbuster.
I don't know why they just don't focus on their digital business.
So they're spinning off Old Navy in 2020 into a separate company. And apparently Old Navy does $8 billion in revenue.
Yeah. Gosh.
But what's more interesting is they launched in 94 and they said they did $1 billion in sales in year 4.
Yeah.
So you're only at 8?
Because they're not focusing on the...
I mean, that's 1998.
I mean, that's
21 years ago.
Yeah, well, things changed.
I mean, the opportunity ain't that big. When H&M and Zara and everyone came, Old Navy wasn't as special.
Right.
When Old Navy first opened, I remember how big of a deal it was in the 90s. But now it's just another person selling inexpensive clothes.
Yeah, this seems...
And monster retail
This
space.
honestly seems like Gap spinning off one entity that actually might be able to unlock some value.
Is there a chance that Old Navy is taking over Gap locations?
Maybe. In some locations, I'm sure.
Like, what if they're like, hey, these things are just burning cash. Why don't we make them property of our thing that's working?
Like, put that Grove Gap into the Old Navy.
Yeah, it just seems weird that you would right now open 800 stores. I mean, unless they...
800's asinine.
Asinine.
Especially considering...
foot traffic is just down.
There aren't
unless you're letting people return their Amazon packages.
Retail locations in the country that Old Navy's not already occupying. It's just not...
Unless they're going to go into... They're not in A locations, okay? So what do you do? Just put a Old Navy on Melrose Place?
In the Grove?
The Grove, Bev Center. Is there one there?
I mean, no one's at the Bev Center.
That could be perfect for them.
But what...
There's no one there.
I'm not running this company.
Okay. I can't wait to see. I hope they figured out a way to
Why
make
do you
this
hope?
work.
Who cares?
Because I want it to work. I want people to do well in the world.
I don't know.
I want them to say, we're opening 800 stores because we figured something out. They proved they did. And next year, we're talking about how successful their 800 new stores are for growth. And now they're at 8.5 billion.
800 stores open and
stay on pace.
It's unlocked 500 million revenue.
2 billion. Okay, next up. Did you see that StockX did a deal with Bleacher Report?
Yeah.
What's that, advertising thing? What are they doing?
Yeah, it looks like they did a partnership with them. I think looks like they're writing them a check to one, there'll obviously be an advertising element to it, and videos that Bleacher Report kind of creates content, and then articles about StockX and sneakers kind of intertwined with athletes. I am very surprised that StockX is doing this.
Why?
Because Bleacher Report is not in the fashion business.
Okay.
Unless StockX feels there's this larger opportunity to reach a customer that's not the hypebeast customer.
Yeah.
That is just looking for shoes, and it's just like, we want to broaden our audience.
Well, you know that's their plan.
Sure. I don't believe yet that... I think there's so much more opportunity still at like the level they're at right now. And I don't know. I don't know if Bleacher Report is where I would have gone.
The reason why I feel...
Bleacher Report, I've spoken to them. They're so bloody expensive to do anything with.
But just think about this. You're now worth, what are they worth? $1 billion?
Sure.
Now you've done influencers. What do? Like, you don't go to traditional media. They have a really big influencer program.
So I agree. But like, why don't you create a content property? It could be as simple of like, they should own Upscale Hype, StockX. Just own it. Just own the account. Own, create their own house of highlights that's in fashion, and it's like all the walks of all the players. I just think there's other angles. Create the content.
Yeah. But they might be doing that too. Think about the money they have to spend.
That's what I'm saying. You're gonna go spend millions of dollars with the Bleacher Report.
Yeah, they're trying everything.
Okay.
I'm concerned about this whole space.
Which one? The resale?
Yeah. Just like the take rates aren't high enough. There's so much competition. And people are spending insane amount of capital to just acquire users. It's basically like it's the same playbook as Uber and Lyft, but Uber and Lyft were able to get out.
Yeah.
But now we're like a few years further along, and we're like, wait, these businesses might not make sense.
Yeah. I agree. It's just, think about how hot the whole resale thing is. Like, it's going to take one of the more traditional sellers to figure it out.
Yeah.
Because it's too big. And now it's a part of Nike's marketing plan. And now it's a part of, you know what I mean? This whole
if you could exit to Foot Locker, you could exit to one of these. I think one of these national global sneaker chains.
Yeah.
Or, where you're selling similar products. I know StockX sells more than just sneakers.
Yep.
Take it.
Yeah.
I don't know if they can afford them.
Well, take whatever you can get.
Well, that's how you feel.
I think
you think it's in that.
Because I think the stories. Sure, they may be able to continue. All these companies might be able to continue to raise money at higher valuations. That doesn't mean that anyone made any money.
Yeah, ask your boy Adam Newman.
He made money, personally.
Oh, not when
investors won't.
He's going to get sued to the ground. I guarantee you that's what happens to Adam Newman.
Yeah, I just think we're in an inflection point with all these types of businesses that if there's not a clear pathway to actually having a sustainable business without just endlessly raising capital, because capital has been cheap for the last decade, I think that's coming to an end. I know everyone said 2 years ago, I think finance people wanted it to end 2-3 years ago because they got so pissed all these people were making so much money that weren't on Wall Street. But now I feel like the end investor now, the late stage investor in these tech companies is now Wall Street. It's hedge funds.
And they're taking bats now.
And they've taken bats on a lot of these investments. Yeah. And they're not going to continue to do that. They'll sit on their cash.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. We'll see.
Yeah.
What is, I need you guys to fill me in on this SmileDirectClub thing. So as far as
this is a great time for an ad.
You know what? No. No, hold on. Let's get to the end of this section. We'll throw to an ad.
I feel like SmileDirect buys a lot of ads.
They might be our next advertiser.
Yes.
Well, let's not take stock.
Let's not take stock? Okay, so ask me. Tell me.
I'll ask and tell you.
Please do both.
Okay.
SmileDirectClub, from what I gather, is sort of like Invisalign, ship to your house, easy, internetify, the whole dentist thing.
Yeah, what I've realized from SmileDirectClub, correct me if I'm wrong, orthodontist
Yes.
Kathy's.
Yes.
You guys are out of a job. Because SmileDirect says if you come into the location or they send you a home test kit, they take a mold of your teeth, and then boom, they send you the
Invisalign.
teeth, the Invisalign to fix your teeth.
Yeah.
Which is a clear problem. I see a lot of fucked up teeth out in, not really in LA, I don't see bad teeth, but when you leave town, there's some scary teeth out there.
Oh, it goes the further into the center of the country.
I remember your teeth.
Bad.
Yeah.
It
was pretty scary.
That's the old me.
To be fair, both our teeth were bad.
But I got braces.
I had braces too.
Yeah, I took
imagine if we
route.
didn't have braces, we would be hideous.
Yeah.
And look at you now.
Look at me.
Beautiful as can be.
You know what's really funny about my teeth? I can't fix the rest of my face. I can fix my teeth.
Yeah.
Anyone can fix their nose, their teeth, their
That's true. Once
cheeks.
again, we'll go back to Queen Kylie.
Yeah,
Look
she
at
was
a
an
before
ugly
and
kid.
after.
Yeah.
You could get those
Tom Brady
cheeks.
looks younger at 42 than he did at 32.
Well, he probably
Charlamagne
has,
the God looks like he's doing some plastic surgery too.
I think he's doing some skin stuff.
Yeah.
Botox?
You scared me the
Tom
other day.
Brady probably has some weird, undetectable HGH type
He
stuff.
just has no sugar. That's his whatever.
You think you can?
Who cares? Let's talk about SmileDirectClub. Okay, shut up.
The way you deliver messages could be off-putting.
Yeah.
It is. It's
Yeah.
not meant to gain
I
friendships.
agree. Your dad's not going to like this. Not at all.
I'm off-putting in a lot of areas. Okay.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, thank you. Off-put.
Oh,
That could be the name of a brand.
Damn it. You should have a brand called Off.
That's going to be part of the merch drop. Off-put.
Yeah, with the stripes on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just the stripes are even off-putting.
That's good. That's good.
SmileDirect went public today on Thursday. People were very excited about this IPO. $8 billion valuation. This company's raising a lot of money. It's actually a really, really good business.
Yep.
Stock went down 28% on opening day. That's the day your investors, employees, everyone's like at the bell. They're going to rage tonight. Woo!
Yeah.
Guess what happened? You lost a quarter of your wealth.
Almost a third.
Almost a third.
But why did you say it's a good business and
They're
this
losing
happened?
a ton of money.
No, the concept is a good. And the prop.
It's like all these concepts.
Yeah.
They're all great. WeWorking concept is great.
It's just overvalued.
Doesn't mean it's a good business.
Are they paying to grow?
Of course.
Yeah, they open
reference
retail.
marketing expenses.
Yeah.
Reason why they're losing tons of money.
They buy so. If you watch regular TV, SmileDirect has a lot of commercials.
Well,
So
the thing is,
it's-
nobody watches regular TV.
It's
Well,
ju-
people with shitty teeth probably do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Well,
They're not
just
streaming.
another example of a regular just manufacturing business
Yeah.
that masked themselves as a tech business because tech multiples are hot.
Yeah.
And then when people when it comes, this is about like hot potato.
Yeah.
The hot potato got to the public investor and lost a third.
Can I ask
It's
you
not
a
even
question?
public. This is institutional money got
it's-
lost.
Sure, you're right.
Because-
Institutional
'cause-
money, but those institutional investors have like teacher endowments and pension funds.
Yeah.
So the teachers and employees around the country.
Yeah, I mean, this is just like, this is even now. It's now gotten one step worse. Before it was stock came out, popped, Retail Joe comes in. Hi. I love, my teeth.
Now you got to do.
Jill and I have fucked up teeth. And, we were gonna buy the stock, but it went down 30%. And I would be smarter than a pension fund manager if I bought it right now.
You need a pension fund or a late stage fund manager voice too, because they're all getting creamed.
Yeah.
What's an old white guy?
Yeah. I don't know.
We gotta work
what
on
are you going to
that.
sound like in
Well,
20 years?
Just a little deeper and raspier.
Yeah.
It needs two first names.
Yeah.
That's a Wall Street guy.
Preston William.
Yeah. Preston Williams. Preston, yeah. Can I
Hey,
ask you
drama. This is Preston Williams.
No,
Yeah,
but
that was a farmer.
No, you can't have a farmer. He needs like this suave
Southern-
Wall
a
Street
sou-
guy that's getting scammed.
Okay. I got to work on that.
Work on that over the weekend.
Yeah.
Here's my question. Do you think that the same way you said we could potentially be coming to an end of money being thrown at things like we talked about StockX, right? Do you think that we're coming to an end of like where people are just going to start looking at these companies that are just buying growth and stop funding them?
Well,
how long can this go on?
Here's what I really think has happened and changed dramatically in the last 6 months. I think it's literally the last 6 months. So SoftBank,
Yeah.
they put 30 billion, roughly, round up, in Uber and WeWork
Yeah.
of their $100 billion fund. I don't see a conceivable way that the combined 30 billion between the two is going to exceed that 30. If that is the case, they're not paying back the fund.
Yeah.
And the way SoftBank has invested across technology by increasing all these valuations, encouraging companies to burn cash because, hey, we're this endless well that you can keep tapping into, has ruined the way companies that probably could have been sustainable and figured out and were probably great businesses, but just didn't need to go from a $500 million valuation to a $3 billion valuation to a
Overnight.
$10 billion valuation in 18 months.
So SoftBank alone
I
has
think-
a lot to blame? with
Yeah,
that?
I
And then
actually
everyone
think
else jumped on.
Everyone in tech is like, SoftBank is.
I said
this
they're-
Go
game
ahead,
to
say
an
it.
end.
Just say it.
It's
I
over.
can't say that for
Just say it.
I'm not off-putting.
Say it.
You're off-putting.
Gosh, that's crazy.
They've had the biggest impact in technology in the last 7 years, no question.
There's a lot of people that have gotten even smaller exits and
They
been
just-
acquired. And
People all
this-
fell into the hype. I sat and watched people on to even tell me some of these companies are like, these companies' financials are off-putting. Let me tell you something about off-put.
Yeah. You should talk about it in your brand's website.
Yeah.
Like
This
what
com-
you're inspired by, what your muses are.
Okay,
SoftBank.
WeWork's financials, Peloton's financials, SmileDirectClub's financials, every SaaS company's financials. These are off-putting.
But so to answer my question, this has to come to some sort of end.
It starts at the IPO market because once those can't come out, then it's a cascading effect. Because once investors, late stage investors think, like for example, SmileDirect was a catastrophe.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone who did that deal is going to get fired, should be spit on their face.
Wow.
That is 28% a joke.
Yeah, okay.
I understand if it's flat, but 28% down first day is a joke.
Spit on their face.
Then,
And you know what's funny is that 2 years ago, SmileDirect probably up 40%.
yeah, that's I don't know
With
if
the
that's
same
funny,
exact
but
financials.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's funny.
I know you like to identify what's funny and not funny.
But you didn't laugh. If you had said, you know what's funny? SmileDirect would have got. Then I'd be like, all right, I get it. You think
It's a
funny.
smile company. Of course it's funny. They're smiling.
It's not joke direct.
I still to this day get like I hear about 5 new businesses that just started that are
it's-
growth hacks. Still,
Yeah.
And by the so I think SmileDirect is actually really high profile and came down in flames. Peloton is going to go out in the next 2 weeks. If that shit goes, let me tell you something, Kathy's. If that shit's down 20%, I'm throwing a party. Everyone's
You
invited.
should go teach a soul cycle class.
Soul Cycle.
you should Cycle
In
House
Cycle House, whatever, in celebration of the end of Peloton.
or do
Okay.
a bike
Become a
ride.
You know what I'll
Soul
do?
Do a bike ride
I
around
will
the
do
city.
a class at Cycle House. I'll pay for anyone who wants to come
Yeah.
and ride with me.
Or instead of run club, get bikes
Yeah,
that actually move.
regular bicycles.
Yeah.
Like a Schwinn.
Do one day is Schwinn day. Schwinn
I'm
Saturday.
Schwinning.
Yeah. Do Schwinning. Dude, Peloton's losing, but run
We're
club's
out here
Schwinning.
Schwinning.
Yeah. That could be good.
But this is the IPO market will spark the end of all the fundraise bullshit. Because as soon as people like SoftBank and pension funds and all these Fidelity and Tiger Global and those guys think, oh shit, if we invest in this company, it's not going to get out, then there's no point. That's who's funding all this nonsense.
And it really starts with Uber and WeWork. There's just no question. They were the 2 most valued private VC-backed companies by a long shot. WeWork at one point was 50 billion, and Uber at one point was 80 billion.
Yeah.
There aren't even companies close to that valuation.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Now guess what time it is? Time to make some money.
If you're looking to fix your teeth,
If your teeth fucked up, well, so is our stock.
you know what's worse than your teeth? Our stock.
Guys, run the ads. Okay, we're back. It's time for some sports news. I was scrolling through the gram today and I saw good news. Looks like all college athletes are getting paid starting now. Screw the NCAA. The times have changed. It's over.
So everyone gets a Richard Mille.
Everyone gets a Richard meal.
Sophisticated drama from Ohio.
Look, the times of the dictatorship of the NCAA looks like they're over.
Seems like a more ceremonial thing we just saw.
What do you mean?
So in California, the state legislature voted a bill unanimously, I think. I don't think anyone voted against it, that college athletes that attend universities in California can make money off their own personal likeness, endorsements for themselves, sign autographs, and make money. The NCAA is
Not accepting that.
not accepting it, said they may ban
California.
these California schools that allow this. They may ban the athletes.
I mean, California schools and college stink at sports, so we should be banned.
We should
be
really
banned
go
'cause we suck.
find. We should go find right now
USC's kinda hot.
the
What are
college.
they having?
Beat Stanford.
Stanford's useless. They're good for raising fake companies.
All those kids paid to get there anyway.
The inventor.
We should go find the hottest college athlete in California on Instagram and offer him a social media deal,
Yeah,
just to be first.
yeah.
Come
What's
on.
the idea?
So
Let
the-
him
take a
so
risk.
here's
get
the-
him banned.
Take a
Here's the
risk.
issue. Everyone was taking a victory lap. It's the first step. Sure, in California it voted, but you're still part of the NCAA. So if you want to be part of the NCAA, you have to abide by the NCAA's
So this
rules.
is all for nothing.
This is all.
So all this celebratory on Instagram was for nothing.
We
Yes.
out here.
And think
we are
about
not out
the
here.
recruiting advantage it would give California schools. If
Yeah.
you're allowed to get paid in California,
But
And
which way
not
does this
in
go,
Alabama?
right? Is this the start of the domino
yeah,
effect?
I think it's a start. Like gambling a decade ago, there's probably like some initiative that got passed in some random state.
Yeah, marijuana.
So how
Take
long?
around-
How long are we talking? Are we talking 5 years?
I think it's gonna be a while.
Yeah, I think it's a while.
The NCAA are
Wait,
crooks.
what incentive does, until there is a proven alternative in basketball and football, because those are the money-making sports, where you do not need to go to the NCAA and you have an equal chance to make the NBA or NFL, until that is a proven path, doesn't matter. Because you can argue Zion Williamson, the biggest player in sports in the NBA since LeBron James, made more money because he played for free at Duke because he was on national television 2 times a week. And that's why he had his $85 million Nike deal.
I will not argue.
Yeah, I can't argue.
Right? So, I mean...
Okay. I agree. I just think it's criminal.
It is criminal. And the NCAA is taking advantage of the fact, they'll point to Zion like, Zion got $85 million because of us. Not because of...
They should take a piece of Zion.
Go the other way.
Yeah. You know what they should be like, you know what?
Not only are we not paying you, we want 10% of lifetime earnings.
Yeah.
Okay.
Be aggressive.
It could probably work. You spoke of LeBron. And unfortunately, LeBron got some bad news this week.
Great news for Eric Deluxe.
Great news for Eric Deluxe and all of the other pissed off people out there.
Pissed off Latinos.
Well, I wasn't going to say it was specifically Latinos.
I mean, why would you...
Maybe there were some white people that were pissed.
Were there?
Yeah, maybe
How
some
good
Indians.
is this meme Gusto sent me?
Yeah, with the... I got to post that.
Is he sad?
I'll show it to Drama.
Okay, so here's what it is. LeBron James filed for the trademark for Taco Tuesday. He has officially been denied. So, here's what it is. This is the thing. Not shocked.
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect you to be able to get that trademark. I would expect either someone to own it from a very long time ago, or nobody can get it.
Yeah, I mean...
There's no chance. But you got to try, whatever. Taco Tuesdays, the restaurant, would have been huge.
Yeah.
So, whatever.
Why don't you just own a restaurant called Tuesdays?
Tea Tuesdays. Taco Tuesdays.
Or if only in Lake Tahoe, Tahoe Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what the move here. I'm always Team LeBron, Team King. I don't really get the move of trying to trademark.
Whatever.
He
just was taco, and that thing blew up, and he was like, you know what?
Is it over? Was it this Tuesday?
He didn't do it.
Because he was on a boat.
Because he didn't get the trademark.
Maybe he's playing chicken with Taco Tuesday.
He's like,
I'll end it.
Yeah.
Look at how many, the shortage or the reduction in taco sales on Tuesday.
Time for Mexican food Mondays.
Margarita Mondays.
Yeah. Okay. Next up, we got to talk about Kobe Bryant. This guy is a savage.
He's out of control.
Out of control. So I think we talked about the fact that his daughter's team that he coaches, the Mambas, they lost some sort of tournament or something, and he wrote this Instagram caption sort of lighting them up, especially this one girl in particular who missed for dance recital.
Yeah.
But man, now of course, thank God for the internet, we've just got blessed with memes.
Yeah.
And there's that girl crying. We posted on the group chat page.
Yeah.
Girl crying while she was dancing.
Yes.
And it was when you miss basketball practice for your dance recital and Kobe Bryant is lighting you up on Twitter.
Yeah.
What do we think here, man? I mean, I think...
So for those that don't remember the story, it was Kobe posted this picture and said 6 of the girls gave it their all, and the 7th girl who's not in the pic decided to go to her dance recital. And it was a shot at like that girl's commitment and kind of ethic towards the team.
Yeah.
He's then backpedaled because it is a completely ridiculous statement.
Yep.
And he posted a video of him today of when he went dancing or did like a dance off or something.
Good try,
when he was
Kobe.
a child.
When he was 12.
12.
And he claimed he took 2 weeks off basketball to perfect this shitty dance for
And the dance wasn't even good, bro. He messed up.
Yeah.
And then this is called PR crisis management.
And it was handled so poorly. Instead, he should say a statement of saying, I made a mistake. I shouldn't have called this woman out.
No, trumpet. You say, yeah, you want to know what's wrong with this generation? They're soft. No focus.
He can't do that.
No
He has
work
3
ethic.
daughters. I mean, like...
I want a 4th.
A 4th daughter, yeah.
I didn't think it was that bad. I really didn't think it was that bad.
I just think because it's Kobe, it's bad. If we said it in our Instagram, no one would give a shit.
I feel like you guys are being liberal snowflakes right now.
I just don't like Kobe.
Oh, you don't?
No. So I'm here for the
Is that
Kobe
a
bash.
Kobe versus LeBron thing? Why?
That's Kobe versus Shaq thing. I am Team Shaq.
Oh.
This goes back decades of hatred.
This is
It's like the early 2000s.
I was in Ohio.
Yeah.
Okay, well, listen, I don't think it's that bad. I think he should have doubled down.
No, but he can't. You know why? Because he's got a kids podcast coming out.
Yeah. Oof,
you can't have a kids podcast coming out.
And he's doing
shitting
kids
on
content.
12-year-old
He
dancers.
needs to switch the angle, and it's all about perseverance and focus.
Wasn't his Oscar on an anime?
Yeah, but that was like about his life or something.
Yeah.
But
he's definitely playing
look,
to kids.
I'm just saying, look at what wins right now in our country on social media.
Not parent with daughters. It's very off-putting.
Listen, talk about it on the brand. Another
Wait,
muse.
I don't get your stance though.
My stance is that I think in this day and age, you never apologize. And I think that what he said was like, haha, Kobe's crazy. But it wasn't like this lazy little B word that missed practice. He was a little too Kobe about it. He should have been like, look, might have came off insensitive. I just am a big fan of work ethic. That's what got me where I want to get. I think that it's important for starting young for people to focus on their passions and make sure that they support their team members. That's something that created my whole career. I'm sorry, I'm extra passionate about it. Bam.
Yeah, but these are 12-year-olds.
Who gives a shit? They're soft little 12-year-olds with no
12.
focus.
12.
They're soft.
You have the problem is you have one of the most famous athletes in the world calling out a 12-year-old because
It wasn't even that bad.
No, but
it is bad.
It is
He
because
said the seventh player. He didn't name her.
I know, but
First of all, the seventh. So she's the seventh. She's the worst player.
Yeah.
No, he said there's six, but the seventh.
let me tell you, that girl quit basketball. She's never playing.
Good,
That's
she
a
wasn't
trauma-
focused anyway. Beat it and go dance. See on Dancing with the Stars, loser. I'm just saying, I think you got to double
I think
down.
he messed up.
Never
There's no-
I
apologize.
think he messed up. He knows it because Kobe obviously has made more money than God. Doesn't need money from the kids' podcast
No.
and all this kids' content, but he wants to stay relevant.
Yeah, but do a show about perseverance and teamwork.
His
He's first guest should be that girl, and she should be able to speak freely. That would be hot.
You say, listen, seventh.
Yeah.
Listen, number seven.
yeah, he
just-
won't even call her by her name.
Yeah.
It's number
Seven.
seven.
Hey, seven, what's more important to you? Let's get this out of the way. You on your social media all day? Or are you focused on your craft? You think I became Kobe Bryant by not being sure what I wanted?
These girls don't want to play professional basketball.
Then get off the Mambas. It's time for ads. Do we have ads? Is there any more ads?
Who's
Dan?
got an ad here?
Someone pay us.
Someone, anyone, listen.
Oh, this is the Kobe Bryant podcast where we traumatize young children.
Okay, let's see. If we got any ads, run them. If not, we're moving on. Okay, next up, pop culture news. All things just what's going on in pop culture land. Number one, huge news for D. D, you're a professional podcaster.
Yes.
I'd say you have a natural gift for it.
Even if he can be off-putting.
Even if you can't be.
Well,
sometimes-
that'll be my Tuesday. It's not be tricky dickery. It'll be called off put.
Yeah.
Just a full raw version of myself.
Yeah, I like that.
I don't think it'll get approved by iTunes.
0 listeners. Your goals have no listeners. You're just like, if you're listening to this, you're a loser.
Yeah, you have not been. I have to off put everyone who ever listens.
Thank you. Please unsubscribe. Okay. So because you're such an avid podcaster, I thought I should let you know about a hot new podcast that is about to hit the market
Yeah.
from one of your favorite shows, even though you just refuse to admit it. The Office has a new podcast coming called Office Ladies.
Pete's got his arms raised like he won the Super Bowl.
Pete could not be more excited, and so...
Pete is very off-putting.
You know what's off-putting? Seinfeld.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. It's a bunch of bitter old dudes that are bald. And they're
One
"Meh,
guy's
meh,
Kramer's
meh."
bald.
got great hair.
Kramer's got gray hair. Jerry's got gray hair.
The
Newman has
world-
got gray hair.
The world sucks.
You used to grow up around
hate it when
Jewish
you-
people, so you don't appreciate it.
Oh man, listen, that is kind of like specifically Jewish humor, right?
Yes, it is.
I don't know
And
if
I
you
grew
can
up
even
around
say
that,
which
so-
that's what it is, right?
I mean, yeah, but I mean, it was the biggest show on television. There's only like a couple million Jews in the U.S., so it clearly reached more than
Yeah,
Jews.
because bitterness crosses all boundaries.
Erases all color lines.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you, I think the idea is actually really, really clever. I don't know who these characters are on.
you may get roasted for not knowing.
Jenna Fisher, Pam Beasley, and Angela Kinsey. And you have no idea who they are. They
Jen
could be
and
sitting
Angela.
across from us. You would not know.
Especially Jen and Angela, they're good.
Yeah, sure.
Hilarious.
Clown. You're a clown. You're off-putting me right now.
Well, listen, you don't understand.
I
Jen.
like the concept and the idea. I actually think it's genius because if there was for the greatest show on television. If it was like Kramer and Newman's podcast, I would listen to that
So
shit.
they're just deep diving episodes, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. If I was like Netflix right now, I would include in everyone's contract that they have to commit to
Like the 360
a podcast
deal?
about the show.
Yeah,
It's like how you do with artists, right?
Yeah.
You have
Like-
to own the concert.
But it's
on
media
the-
360.
No, but you have to do 6 podcasts about your 6-part series on.
X amount of social media posts, a 6-part podcast. You're committed to all of it.
Like,
Because
this
every
is-
show should have an accompanying podcast. Like at the end of every show, it should say, "Hey, you want to know what it was like to film this show?"
I used to watch one of my favorite shows and movies when they had the behind the scenes. I watched all of that shit.
Oh yeah, bloopers are my favorite thing in the world.
Bloopers?
Yeah, love a good blooper reel.
Like the Hangover one?
Yeah,
That's why you don't like Seinfeld.
Seinfeld
dummy.
sucks. That's
You're
why
a
I
I
don't
didn't want
like
to say it.
You're a dummy.
Off-putting had to
What
say
the
it.
hell? You're the nice brother. What the?
You're the dummy.
Bloopers. Oh, he ran into the wall. Ha, ha, ha.
Damn it! I love bloopers. You guys like bitter. You know what it is? I'm too happy for you two idiots.
Go smile.
You guys just want to
Go
hear
get
about.
some SmileDirect
Oh,
stock.
do you know how bad traffic was? I almost crapped my pants. Oh,
That's not a
Oh, you know
that
what
sounds like that's
sucks?
The Office.
taxes.
That is false.
Okay, next up.
That's if Seinfeld was made for the people who like bloopers.
Yeah.
Is what
Hey,
drama,
drama
just said.
jokes.
No, that is Seinfeld.
If Seinfeld wasn't Jewish and he was just like this guy
I
from
left my
Chicago.
wallet in the taxi.
Have you watched Curb Your Enthusiasm?
I like that show.
You know, it's just the guy who created Seinfeld.
I do, but he had a better show with.
You just never watched Seinfeld. You were.
It's off-putting.
Oh my God!
It
No
is
one has
off-putting.
ever said Seinfeld is off-putting.
It is.
Seinfeld is off-putting.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
Cut your mic,
Us
jackass.
young, happy people don't like it. You old farts.
No.
Hey, whatever. Okay. Next up, this is some good stuff when you talk about just good old-fashioned pop culture content.
Ooh, let's
Borderline of sports, but we'll keep it in pop culture. Looks like there might be a new sponsor for the naming rights for the Miami Heat Arena. It looks like it would be, if this bid goes through, it's a $10 million bid.
Wow.
If it goes through, it'd be called the BBC Arena.
Oh, like the cable
The
network?
news channel?
No, similar, right? Sounds good, has a
Yeah.
good ring to it. It makes you think of the radio network. No, it's BangBros Center. The Bang Brothers, the Bang Bros, have officially submitted a $10 million naming rights offer.
So Bang Bros has $10 million.
It's porn, bro. Those guys are printing money.
Is it $10 million a year?
No, they don't.
Whatever.
This was just the biggest
Publicist.
marketing stunt.
'Cause they know they can't get
They know
approved.
they can't get it. Just say 10 million. They should offer 50 million.
Yeah, 100 million.
10 million's light.
Guys, I just want everyone to know I also have an announcement. Group chat has officially submitted $30 million offer
Okay.
for the rights to name
What arena?
the new Rams stadium.
Oh.
Yep.
I thought it was named already.
No, we actually,
Yeah, we're going to supplant them.
until they put the sign up.
Why
They
not,
said-
Pete, make a rendering of the group chat logo
Yeah.
on the stadium just so we can submit our bid.
Just so we can
But
see what it
you
would look
make
like.
the rendering of the stadium that's already been made, not just the construction.
Yeah, obviously.
So, like-
I don't want people in there game day, people wearing Rams hats,
Yeah.
the whole thing.
Yeah,
So
like Bootsy gets their little suite.
Yeah.
We have the arena.
Yeah.
Right? Our application's in. Yeah. So whatever, good for them. It's a good marketing stunt. Here's the thing. It's purely a marketing stunt, like we said, but it's working. I mean, people are talking about it all day today. I haven't said the word Bang Bros maybe ever
Since last night.
since around 12:30 a.m.
Pete's all over.
And now we're all talking about it. Oh yeah, Pete. High-speed member.
Pete's probably on stuff that we've never heard of. Come on.
Pete is, yeah.
You have no idea.
Yeah, see? Just sucking down a Bon and Viv and
We could keep it moving after that.
Yep. Okay. Next up, we got to talk about vaping again, especially Juuls and stuff like that. So now, of course, now we're in the like, okay, people are dying, the illnesses are flying in. So now it's every single day in the news, over and over and over. This new quote I saw on CNN says, "These teens that have been vaping now have lungs like 70-year-olds." Cool, pretty cool.
Yeah.
But luckily, we have a commander-in-chief that, you know,
He likes action.
he likes action. And you know what? He's a man of action. And it's like, when I see something that's killing people needlessly in this country,
I make moves.
I eradicate it instantly.
Boom, it's got to go.
Boom, it's got to go. Except
Machine
for,
guns? No.
Machine guns, let those go. But jewels, mango, outta here.
Flavored cigarettes, get out of here.
So apparently this guy was having meetings all day. It doesn't look like anything has actually happened yet, but he was having meetings all day. He called for the FDA to ban
All flavored.
e-cigs.
So, as a former jeweler,
Yeah.
is there any value in the non-flavored jewels?
Just regular
Meaning,
tobacco.
if it was just a regular tobacco, would anyone?
Were you
be
a flavor
smoking
guy?
I was a regular tobacco guy.
Wow, you're
he's a
just
degenerate.
real. You're real American.
This is America, guys. This is
That's like the
Why
guy who
don't you
drinks
just dip while
Budweiser
you're at
instead
it?
of Bud Light.
I might,
You should just go back to dipping.
if I feel a hinkering for some nicotine, I might just.
So you were the Budweiser guy, not the Bud Light guy, I'm assuming then.
Budweiser's
literally
gross.
Budweiser is so much better than Bud Light.
geez.
Are
It's
you
insane.
joking, right?
Like,
You belong in the center of the country.
No, it's so much better.
Are you joking?
It's not. This is not an act. This is not an act.
You
You
like Budweiser?
Yeah, I like Budweiser potentially more than
you know
almost
what
any
this
other
is?
beer.
This is to not
Nobody else in the middle of the country associates themselves with that.
You shut up, Pete.
Why? What are you? You're drinking Natty Ice.
Yeah, we're
You
not
know,
going
not-
to Budweiser though.
Yeah, but these
quote
guys are all
that-
softies now.
Yeah.
To quote the Russell Crowe character from Loudest Voice,
Yeah.
Fox News is meant for the people from Sierra Madre to the Hudson River.
Yeah.
That's what Budweiser is meant for.
Hey, what's
Maybe
up?
you're just a Fox News guy.
I'm our reporter from Middle America. We need a voice here on this podcast.
The loudest one?
Sometimes. Yes, I do like Budweiser better than Bud Light. I like other beers better though. My jewel pods were tobacco. But here's my thing. Isn't tobacco a flavor? If the problem is flavoring, tobacco's a flavor. You're not just smoking smoke.
Or just tar.
Well, I'm just saying, that's the part I don't get.
So, you know, it's funny, the outrage, funny.
Are you laughing?
I don't hear any laughs.
Laugh. The outrage, how everyone's like, oh, he'll ban the vapes, but won't ban the guns, won't ban the cigarettes, won't ban alcohol. But, like, guess what? Those industries have been around so long that they're impossible to ban.
Yeah.
They're too big to fail, so
Yeah.
to speak. If you can actually get ahead of vaping while it's still not a mature industry, and there's only one real incumbent at this point,
Yeah.
and if you can do it, not saying,
It's an easy way to look like you care, too.
forget if you care, you actually are adding value to society. Because there's no question there's going to be long-term ramifications for vaping. Sure, there's long-term ramifications for alcohol, cigarettes, guns, all these. Guess what? They have billions of dollars in lobbies, and these companies have been around for decades. They're not being stopped any day.
Question
But
for
vaping
you.
can be stopped.
Question for you. Any chance that the old, like, big tobacco companies that do have a lot of money and have been doing this for a long time encouraged Trump to step in on? Because if you're them, you see this number one thing that is stealing your
Yeah, it's an
market share.
existential threat for sure.
You step in and say, hey, man, take care of these guys and we got you. And
It's
now,
possible.
bam, huge win for them because people are back on the cigs.
Well, Altria did take a 35% stake in Juul.
True.
But, I mean, if you look at the grand picture, if they could eliminate them, they still benefit.
Yeah. I just had a lot of those conspiracy theories in my DMs. Thought I would
Yeah.
bring it up.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing. I know everyone's all mad about the gun thing, and
And they
We
should,
posted
we
it.
should be mad about guns, but we should be mad about guns in a vacuum, not like, let's not
Address,
help other things that could help society by banning them, and everything has to go back to, oh, you banned carbon emissions, but you won't ban guns. No, we should do all of it.
yeah.
Yeah, agreed. I just think that, like, when that shooting happened in New Zealand, you saw whatever the leader's called.
Yeah.
Prime Minister, what are they called?
Supreme Leader.
Okay. You saw them instantly, like this Trump thing. The next week, they were in the office, they had a ban on assault weapons. I just think when you see it happen with Juuls after a story comes out about 3 people dying and people getting some illness, you'd like to see the same thing happen when there's a big shooting.
100%. Just structurally, it's not possible.
Yeah.
So let's not stop things that can be banned in the early stages that would be beneficial.
Yeah.
Because we have to go back to trying to fight gun lobbies, and Republicans who will never vote for gun control.
Yep. All right, well, screw it, man. Off with the jewels. If you're listening to this and you're still jeweling, you got to let it go, man. Yeah. Those things are giving weird lung diseases.
70-year-old lungs seems old.
It's old.
We have a close friend who's a lung surgeon.
Yep.
Won't say his
He's
name.
part of the reason why I quit jeweling.
and he was like, sadly, this is good for business.
Yeah.
Even though he encourages people to stop juuling.
Yeah. He's literally on his Instagram telling people not to smoke, not to vape every day.
Okay, well, throw your jewels out.
Okay.
Everyone take 2 seconds while we run some ads.
Maybe it's a jewel ad.
Everyone take 2 seconds and just huck that jewel out of the closest window while we move on to winners, losers, and content recommendations. First thing I want to say, every week now, we have a new thing on our Instagram, @GroupChatPod, where we post a blank slate for all of our followers to fill in their own winners, losers, and content. So I would like to encourage every single one of you to hop in there, fill out your own sheet, and we're going to be reposting throughout the whole day. Our followers have some really good ones.
Yeah, they're good.
They're funny. Okay, let's get into it. D, who is the biggest winner of the week?
Mine is Taco freaking Bell.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Taco Tuesday.
No.
What'd Taco Bell do?
Taco Bell has finally identified my people.
Rich?
The vegetarians. We finally
jeez.
have a voice in this country.
Gosh, what?
They created a section on the menu to clearly identify vegetarian items.
It's a bean and cheese burrito and chips and nacho cheese.
They got other stuff, black bean quesarito, black bean crunch wraps. Here's the thing.
Is there new items or just a new section?
This black bean quesarito is new to me. I haven't seen that.
Okay.
The rest seem like stuff. But you know how hard it is in growing up your whole life? Hey, I'll have a Mexican pizza, no meat. Did you get that? No meat. I want this, no meat. And then it's a crapshoot. You don't know what you're getting. When I order Taco Bell, I double, triple order. Because I don't know what the hell I'm getting.
But what if you get triple of the same thing
But at least I know I get one right.
Yeah, I feel like you've had a rough life.
But I also think this limits the scope.
This is the challenges of my life.
Of the consumer, because the trick in Taco Bell that we've known our entire life is that you can order anything on the menu, substitute beans. Now you're confined to a vegetarian menu because as a vegetarian, you're like, I'm only supposed to order these 10
Separate
things.
but equal.
I don't know. It sounds
Separate
maybe
but
like
unequal.
Yeah. This sounds like you guys might have your own drinking fountains.
Yeah. You know what? I definitely want my own drinking fountain, and definitely please give us our own bathrooms. Because let me tell you, it's not fun going to the bathroom after a meat eater.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
You want vegetarian
I want vegetarian bathrooms and water
for just
fountains.
soft little veggie poops?
Yes. It'll smell a hell of a lot better in there.
Oh my gosh. I think they've segregated.
Separate but equal.
I think this is segregation.
I'm down.
I think they said, listen, veggies, here's your silly little menu. Now don't ask us to substitute beans.
If our entire country was segregated by meat eaters and vegetarians, I'd have no problem.
In what sense? Even where you go to hang out?
Yeah. There's like parks for us. There's schools for us.
So your family would be divided.
Yes, they would be. We wouldn't work out well.
You probably have bad. I would not want to go to a vegetarian-only park. That shit would suck. Just a bunch of frail people trying to kick a soccer ball around.
Cam Newton's a vegan now.
That won't last.
Is he?
He said he went vegan after all these
Kyrie
injuries.
said he was.
Yeah. Kyrie, these are superstars.
Yeah.
Anand, who's the winner?
My winner is the Oakland Raiders.
What?
So everyone thought they were the clowns of the NFL. Antonio Brown played them. Opted out. Got forced to trade. Went to the Super Bowl champion New England Patriots.
Yeah. I'm still with that story.
Antonio Brown is accused of rape.
He's not going to get... He's fine.
Is he?
I think he is. I want to place my bet, knowing no facts, and say they still said he was practicing and planning on playing, last I heard.
Yeah.
This is a civil suit. The lady had accused him before and then went back and worked for him again after the accusation.
Yeah.
I don't think this sticks. I think this carries on. I think right now everyone's coming out of the woodwork trying to tear down AB. I think he's going to be okay.
And the Raiders won Monday night without him. Primetime, Monday night,
That won't matter.
ESPN.
Let's get to the real games and see what happens.
And my prediction is there's zero chance Antonio Brown plays a full season with the Patriots.
Why? Too much of a loose
Belichick,
cannon?
who's the coach, is a no-nonsense guy.
Yeah.
I don't think Antonio Brown can control himself.
Yeah.
I think this rape allegation was the first strike. I mean, he was staying at Tom Brady's house the first couple days. Like, does he get kicked out of the house after the rape allegation? Giselle's like, what is this guy doing here?
But don't you think it's fishy that when he's all in the news, an allegation comes out?
But there's text messages that confirm what her accusation was.
It's a tough one.
Yeah, maybe I'm wrong.
And the NFL conduct policy is independent of the civil and criminal law.
I'm just saying it seems like the type of thing that, like, when you're all up in the news, things like this come up, and it had already, if she came back to work for him, it just seems like it had already been settled.
Sure, fair or unfair, the Patriots don't play. They don't let this shit slide.
But also, this is the only thing I'm banking on, is, like we said, the Patriots care about one thing more than anything else in the world, and that's winning.
They do.
Win,
and if they feel like he'll get them there, they'll deflate balls, they'll do whatever they got to do.
But they'll also cut players that people are shocked about because they don't listen to Belly.
The owner's getting hand jobs, okay? So who is he on his high horse to talk?
Yeah, exactly.
How about this? You had your foul this year, and so did AB. Why don't you guys move on? Meet at the Super
The
Bowl.
Raiders won this week. Give them a win. They're going to suck the rest of the season.
That's good. I'll give you that. My winner is simply Elon Musk, and that is because even though it is not very, it's sort of frowned upon by shareholders, he's still very active on Twitter, and he took to Twitter to sort of very mildly kind of roast Porsche for their new electric car. He called him out and said, at Porsche, this word turbo does not mean what you think it does. I'm guessing because it's an electric car and they're calling it a turbo, which refers to a turbo engine.
Good stuff.
So whatever, I think it's cool. I don't know what it means for like I said, his loose cannon AB type tendencies have hurt him, but I like the fact that he's so active.
It's actually so good for the brand. In today's day and age, you can go attack your competitor. I don't think that was appropriate 20 years ago.
Yep.
And today, you can just go Chick-fil-A, Popeyes.
Yeah, player number 7.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Attack them.
Attack them.
Let them know.
Beat the 12-year-old to the pulp.
Yeah, I agree. I think you got to. I think you don't have to be, a jerk. I don't think that's ever good. But I do think, like, the owner of your obvious competition saying, hey, you messed up. That thing's not a turbo.
Yeah.
It's cool. You got to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. D, who's your loser?
My loser is a group of people.
Uh-oh.
Any late stage tech CEO, you're a loser. You have to go and face the public market any day now. You're about to have a hellish time.
Like who?
My favorite.
Peloton.
Okay. They're going on a roadshow a week after, one business day after a calamity of the SmileDirect IPO. It's such a big deal for your stock to go down 28%. That is a 0 vote of confidence.
Yep.
So now what are bankers going to tell these people? You need to restructure your price. You need to temper expectation. What you thought what this was going to be is not reality anymore. Yep. So there's a slate of other IPOs that are still trying to get out. I'm sure there are good companies in there and that will get valued properly and go out. But like this is going to be a domino impact. Because not only did Smile get affected, all the ones recently of those high flyer tech ones, they've all been crushed.
Yep.
They're most of them are below the IPO price, and so this is the beginning.
I like it. I'm going to be honest. I don't want to be like destructive, but I like there being a little bit of the music stopping here. It just has gotten too crazy. Yeah. And like I said, it's trickled all the way down to everyone. 5 a week. I hear about somebody who has some like, I revolutionized shoelaces and they're called shoeies and I have a strategy for growing on Facebook.
You know what
resell them.
You know what I've got pitched more on is a canned alcohol. I've seen 4 decks for canned alcohol this week.
This week,
4. I saw 2 in the last 12 hours.
It's over.
Yeah.
It's over.
I mean, if you're not Anheuser-Busch or one of those guys,
beat it. Okay. Anand, who is the loser this week?
So, I don't know if this is a winner, loser, or just interesting. I just want to talk about it.
That's fine. Bring it up. It's a good place.
Is it funny?
It's not funny.
Gosh.
Okay.
It's a little concerning.
Okay.
Huh. Depends. And I actually want to know where you guys fall out on this.
It may not be concerning.
So this company called Enduril, Anduril.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, no one has. I just read about it today for the first time.
Billion-dollar company.
Billion-dollar company.
Made up.
No, it is. I swear it is.
Okay.
Okay, there.
Okay.
So they've raised money from Andreessen Horowitz and Founders Fund, which is Peter Thiel's venture capital fund.
Okay.
And doesn't say how much capital they've raised, but the announcement kind of leaked today and people are all talking about it. So it's an ex-Facebook employee and an Oculus co-founder who started the company. The Facebook employee was fired from Facebook in 2017 for financial support of far-right groups and internet trolls. Interesting.
Very
So
interesting.
the company's whole mission is to invent and build technology to secure America and its interests.
Oh my God.
So while Google and all these companies are turning down Pentagon contracts because they're like, we don't want to be controlled by the government, they went all in, and they are actually deploying technology on the southern border where the Hondurans are coming.
Yeah, I forgot about them.
And they've apparently identified in Texas and a few other states where they've actually deployed the technology. It's kind of the virtual wall.
Yeah.
And they're just going all in on getting the government
And
contracts.
these funds are funding it. Andreessen Horowitz
And Founders Fund.
disgusting.
This is like when you guys wanted me to go full MAGA.
Yeah.
Same thing.
What?
It's like, screw it, I see an opportunity here. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that's
take
what
it.
that's what
And,
they're doing.
yeah.
They're like, no one else is going to support this.
Yeah, we'll take the money.
Why don't you might as well start a mattress company for prisons for the
Yeah, for the
tents.
Yeah, so
For
what,
10 cities,
so what do you guys
yeah.
think? I was just like, wow, this is like, sure, financially, it
I'm
makes a
okay
ton of
that
sense,
this,
right? But they're being transparent. Like, we are supporting government interests. And this is the spin, just to be fair. The spin is if technology companies, private technology companies, don't bolster the United States government, we're going to fall behind as a country.
Yeah, good
because
try.
China
We could have
does
made up
this,
that
right?
spin in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
5 seconds, I just made it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a joke. I mean, it's pure.
Here's the bigger joke is I actually don't fault the two clowns, the Facebook Oculus clowns.
well, you just called them clowns, so I'm guessing you kind of fault them.
Well, because they're clowns. But for them starting the business and think this is great, they're far right supporters. They're psychopaths. So psychopaths want to go start their psychopath business. They can go do that. I do fault Andreessen Horowitz and Founders Fund. Well, founder Peter Thiel's MAGA, so he loves this.
Yeah.
But like these funds that are supporting, who have taken money from teachers' union funds and police from the American people, and now deploying it to on like an inhumane cause, is kind of
it's crazy. I'm surprised this isn't getting more press.
Can you clarify real quick, especially for the listener, like what exactly? I don't think we clarified what they are doing.
So what they're doing is basically deploying technology to detect people crossing the border better than like a customs agent.
Yes.
So like someone's moving motion sensors, better motion sensors. So, but here's the thing is, I think both sides, Republican and Democrat, want secure borders.
yeah. I thought we have a wall.
No, we never really got that.
Why do we need to have software?
But
we had trouble raising money.
if this technology is just replacing customs officers that are like on a break and a bunch of people sneak over.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's different. Then I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that's
Right?
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's easy to spin this as like, oh, it's not like they're investing in cages for kids.
I'm sure those funds would love to invest in that too. Airbnb for cages.
But that's why.
That's off-putting.
That's Airbnb. You want to talk about off-putting? That's where I think
It's a slippery slope.
It can easily
right?
be confused
that's where
because it easily sounds like, oh yeah, why wouldn't we want better technology?
Well, because we're holding companies like Google and Microsoft and all these, when they pick up those Pentagon and defense contracts, they are blasted for doing it, and they're asked to walk away from these things all the time. So now there's a company that says, "Fuck it, we're just gonna ride the wave."
But what if what's the difference of being a missile company?
Yeah. I mean,
Raytheon
Yeah,
or
sure.
whatever.
No, I have a moral problem with that too.
Okay. There's the technology version.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, whatever.
I just want to bring it up.
It's good. But this is the thing. Yeah, whatever. Somebody's going to do it. Somebody's going to do it. Those guys should not invest in it. That's the problem.
Yeah.
The problem is I don't think Andreessen Horowitz.
That's why I don't fault the founders.
Yeah.
They thought they if they don't care, they just want to make money, and they know they can make money. Why don't you provide food for all the people stuck at the border too? We can make money off them too.
Yeah, back
Food trucks.
What are you going to do? Open a food truck?
Yeah, food truck.
Drive it down there and say, hey, swipe your cards?
Just because we know you can't get on this side, but you can buy food from this side.
We have Stripe.
Yeah.
Apple Pay.
Yeah. Okay, my loser is simply everyone, all the storming Area 51 people. It's over. It's been canceled. Not that anyone even gives a shit, because everyone forgot about it.
Yeah.
Because these idiots, it built up all this hype, and the thing wasn't until like this month or something.
Yeah, I think it was like September 21st or something like that.
So whatever, it got out of hand. Obviously, it was going to be this whole crazy thing. No one's actually going to storm Area 51. It's dead. So you guys are all losers. So anyone who like officially signed up for that page or whatever,
Yeah.
you're a loser. That's millions. Millions of losers.
Millions of people.
Okay.
So we'll never know what's going on there.
I don't really care.
We'll never know.
I don't
But
care
you
what's
know who
going
can
on
find
there.
out? Your guys that...
And Dural.
And Dural.
And Dura will find out.
Yep. Okay. D, what is your content recommendation for the week?
I picked up a new TV show this week.
Oh boy. Can't wait to hear about this.
It's called Becoming a God in Central Florida.
I saw that billboard. There's no way that's good.
It's pretty good. It's with Kirsten Dunst.
Central Florida.
And it's a set in the 80s. And her husband is pretty much a member of a multi-level marketing kind of scam.
Okay.
And he like works a job, but he's been brainwashed by this like head of this thing called like, I forgot, it was the Garbo system or something like that was the name of it. And she's the wife. They're like a struggling family. They have a little kid. The ending of the first episode is hysterical what happens. It's a really, really funny show. I've seen 2 episodes. The first was phenomenal. Second was okay. I'm got to get to the third.
How'd you discover it?
I think he just looks for the worst things.
The title honestly got me.
Because it looks so bad.
Like Central Florida just was like, yeah, I need to know what's going on in Central Florida.
I'm a man of the people. Central Florida, there's people.
There is
There
people
are
in Central
people.
Florida.
No one's
You're right.
did- no one's
What
arguing.
is it on?
Showtime.
Okay.
Oh, wow, it's Showtime.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
I trust
a big
it a little
budget
more.
show.
Yeah.
Okay. Anand?
So I heard a podcast with an author named David Epstein. He wrote a book called Range.
Is he Jeffrey's brother?
Sound like
I don't
it?
trust any Epsteins for the rest of 2019.
Anyways, I want to read this book. I don't know if I will, but it sounds like good
You guys
content.
are the worst.
It's for you,
That's
drama.
the second book you've recommended that you don't ever plan on reading.
So the book Range is about how specialization versus generalization in life, that we've been in a society trained to specialize in things to try to be the best at 10,000 hours. And actually that he puts together this whole hypothesis how regardless of what industry you're in, you need to have general skills and everything because it makes you better in whatever your core job
I've been
is.
saying that forever.
Should have wrote a book about it.
Yeah, because this
Damn
guy's
it.
on
Could've been on a
podcast,
podcast.
selling New
Yeah.
York Times bestseller. Sounds really interesting. Sounds up your alley. You should probably get him on Short Story Long.
So your content recommendation is homework for me.
There's a book that you're not going to read.
I'm not reading
You
it.
guys are
I'll
the
listen
worst.
to Short Story Long.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll have them on. I'll read it and have them on. Either you guys read Reboot?
No.
Didn't think so. Okay. My content recommendation is simply, this is going to sound a little self-centered, and I promise you it's not. It's because this is a genuinely really, really good piece of content.
Your Short Story Long.
Nope. Our newsletter.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's so good.
Yeah, it is
It's
good.
so good.
Yeah.
Because like we said, listeners, we put out the bat signal last week for someone to help us. Our friend Taylor came through and started helping us. And he's doing such a good job.
Crushing it.
And it's so cool. And even Andres, your business partner,
Yeah.
he posted it yesterday. I wrote him back. I was like, thanks, man. He's like, yo, I'm a huge fan. This thing's amazing.
Yeah.
So cool. And like, it's just, right now, it is perfectly executed off the bat for our listener, for our content, our voice.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see where we take it, because now we're all, we're obviously on email chains about it all day, about what we do now, how do we scale it, how do
The
we
responses are phenomenal too. So please
Incredible.
responding.
Keep responding. We hear them.
We got to keep. We should post on stories the responses because they're really good.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
So if you just go to group-chat.com, it'll send you straight to a sign-up page. Sign up. the subscriptions are flying in. We're already
Yeah.
at about half of our listener base
So that's 2 million.
already signed up.
Insane.
Some say
Biggest
it's
newsletter in the world.
Insane. I mean, some say
Some
we're
say it's
the
number
Kim
one.
Kardashian of newsletters.
We're the Skims of newsletters.
Yeah.
We need a slogan. Roger Ailes for all his faults. That Sierra Madre to Hudson. That was
Yeah.
that was good.
Oh yeah, yeah.
From West Hollywood to Beverly Hills, we got you covered.
yeah.
live
Our
in
newsletter
my-
has 7 subscribers.
If you live between Crescent Heights and Doheny, we are your newsletter.
Gosh. Okay, well, we should work on that over the weekend, along with Preston.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I hope everyone has a great weekend. Thank you so much.
And God bless America.
And God bless America.
And nobody else.
Then
And
it
0
sounds
other
like
people.
an ad run by
For
Enduro.
Enduro. You don't want to alienate the Enduro
Keep 'em
money,
out.
though.
You know what? I'm kind of up for this Enduro thing. Sounds like a medical procedure. All right.
Up your ass.
Sign up. Follow our Instagram @GroupChatPod. We'll see you guys on Monday.